Good Friday morning, everyone. I'm Mark Welp.
And I'm Alyssa Paldo. Welcome to WMBD This Morning. A Bloomington man accused of killing his wife appears in court today. Bloomington police say Monroe Albert called dispatch last week saying he killed his wife. An autopsy showed that the victim, 30-year-old Nicole Albert, died of multiple stab wounds. In an interview with police, Monroe admitted to harming his stepson on 2 previous occasions. He's now facing 4 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated battery to a child.
Dozens gathered at Franklin Park in Bloomington last night to honor the life of Nicole Albert. The 30-year-old mother had 5 kids. Pastor Stein was Nicole's uncle, and he says Thursday's vigil was not only for Nicole, but all victims of domestic violence.
She was not a selfish person, so this is not just about her. This is about still giving her a chance to have a voice, and just to, if we can help someone else early get out of bad situations, that's what we're doing tonight.
A wrongful death lawsuit has been filed in connection to the death of a Twin Cities woman who drowned at Wilmington Dam last summer. Our news partner WJBC Radio reports the family of Liz Larson filed the suit. Larson drowned after she was pulled underwater by the dam's underwater vortex while saving the life of a child. Attorney Catherine Cardenas says Larson is the 22nd person to have been killed at the dam since 1982, adding that state officials declared the dam a public hazard for more than a decade. But the city, which owns the dam, says there are warning signs around the area. The lawsuit seeks more than $1 million in damages from Wilmington's city government.
Police make an arrest in Bloomington after shots were fired earlier this month. 21-year-old Shamari Givahan is booked in McLean County Jail on multiple counts, including aggravated discharge of a firearm and possession of a firearm without a valid FOID card. The arrest stems from a February 3rd shooting in the 2100 block of North Veterans Parkway. 2 people in a car with a child say a man approached them with a gun, and later witnesses heard gunshots before a black sedan sped off. There were no injuries.
A court date for the teen accused of opening fire inside a Florida high school Wednesday, killing 17 people and injuring more than a dozen others. All of those killed have been identified. Officials say the suspect did buy the assault weapon legally at a Florida gun shop. Laura Podesta has the latest from Parkland, Florida, where residents are still trying to come to grips with the tragedy.
Emotions were raw at the Pine Trails Park Amphitheater in Parkland, Florida, where a massive vigil was held overnight for those killed in Wednesday's high school massacre. At one point, the crowd chanted in unison, "No more guns."
This makes no sense. This is impossible. My girl, my 14-year-old baby.
Earlier in the day, the suspect, 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz, was brought handcuffed into court.
You are charged with 17 counts of premeditated murder.
Cruz was ordered held without bond. A Broward County Sheriff's Office report says he confessed to details of the shooting. Cruz's attorneys say their client had mounting problems and fell through the cracks.
He's a broken human being. He's a broken child.
He is on suicide watch. The child is deeply troubled, and he has endured significant trauma that stems from the loss of his mother.
As more details emerge on how the attack unfolded, there are signs the loss of life, as bad as it was, could have been worse. A state senator says authorities told him it appeared Cruz tried to fire out of the school's 3rd-floor windows at students as they were fleeing. Thankfully, though, the windows made of safety glass did not shatter. Laura Podesta, CBS News, Parkland, Florida.
Police have interviewed more than 2,000 people so far in this investigation. The school, still a crime scene, will remain closed today.
In Central Illinois, school districts encourage kids to break the silence and speak up when they see or hear something suspicious. Members of the Peoria Public School Safety Program tell students to report any incidents to their teachers or officers, no matter how severe they feel the threat might be.
We encourage students to always be forthcoming and outright if they have any concerns, they see anything on social media. There's a lot of times that we were able to stop fights or depression issues because a student would find something and come and report to one of our officers, and then again we funnel that through the proper channels.
Chief of School Safety Demario Boone tells WMBD that the district practices emergency drills multiple times a year to be alert and prepared if a situation ever occurred.
The Scottish Rite Cathedral is looking to sell its building at 400 Northeast Perry Avenue in Peoria. According to its commander-in-chief, its declining membership made the building too big for the organization to support. The group has established a committee to start making marketing decisions. In the meantime, the Scottish Rite will continue to meet in the location.
A consumer alert for chicken salad lovers and how Facebook is teaming up with ride-sharing services for emergency situations. Meg Oliver has those stories and more in this morning's Money Watch.
An alert was issued for a possible salmonella outbreak in 5 states. Consumers should not eat chicken salads sold at Fairway stores in Iowa, Illinois, Minnesota, Nebraska, and South Dakota. Preliminary tests show salmonella is present in the product. The stores have pulled it from the store's shelves since. On Wall Street Thursday, the Dow was up 306 points. The Nasdaq was also up 112. Good news for home builders. New numbers from the National Association of Home Builders show builder sentiment index remains at 72 for a second straight month. In fact, it reached an 18-year high for optimism among the nation's builders. As the economy improves, demand for homes is only expected to go up. Facebook is teaming up with Lyft and others for crisis response efforts. The partnership will allow people in crisis, say from a natural disaster or building fire, to see if there are options for free Lyft rides or supplies via direct relief. Other companies have already joined ranks with Facebook, including Chase, Feeding America, and International Medical Corps. Since launching, Facebook says people have posted, commented, or messaged more than 700,000 times about 500 different crises. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. In New York, I'm Meg Oliver.
All right, checking in now with meteorologist Lauren Rainson, who has her eye on the weekend.
That we do. Eye on the prize.